Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Young. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled.
Nothing but green ahead. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Gibson. Nice move to keep moving. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Gibson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you...
And they got him for the sack.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Here comes the Texas offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quick completion on the out. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Unloads quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
They keep attacking through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. The completion well past the sticks. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Back to throw, it's Mack. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And, RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the football to him in space where he can do damage.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got his man quickly. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Hamilton. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll run it from the gun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown tie.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
That makes the score Alabama 21, Texas 14.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fair catch called for and made. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments and find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Firing toward the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They're bringing heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Mack. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Running behind that left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Give to the back.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. They go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is heading. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the tailback. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the 80 yards. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Longhorns are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Gibson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 28, Texas 14. Ready up.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the returner will be brought down. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The tackle is made at the 50. 3rd down coming.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mack. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Gibson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd down, going up top. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job. Understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The corners are walked up tight. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Waning moments, huge 4th down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Alabama.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A lot to go through in the film session this week for